Hey all, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing okay. So this time around, I am going to be doing Jesmonite. Now, you probably remember this resin piece. I have done a video previously on my channel, and that is fabric. So I'm going to try this with Jesmonite and see how it turns out. So I'm going to use the same type of fabric, but instead of using resin, I'm going to use Jesmonite. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so I've made sure that the mould is clean, and this fabric has been taken from the pole that I've had previously, so I've got quite a bit left. To get this the right size and to cut it perfectionately, I'm using a fabric pen, so it's a dresser pencil, not pen, pencil, and I'm just going to go around the edge, and hopefully it will then highlight the shape that I need to cut out. However, I know that I did cut a little bit off the edge, so it weren't fully oval, and there was a bit of an overlap. However, this was probably the best way that I could think of getting the right size for it. So it's just literally going around the edge, and then marking it up and cutting it out so it fits within that tray. So yeah, this was really exciting. Again, stay with me, you'll see the end result. And if you're new here, please remember to like and subscribe. It does allow me to expand and grow, so thank you for being here. So yeah, I'm just using this pencil, and this is what helps me then cut this out to the right size. I used to do sewing, so this is part of my little sewing kit that I used to have. I did have a go at dressmaking, however I found it quite stressful. Doing it this way is less stressful. So yeah, it was just literally a dressmaking pencil that I've used, and I cut that out so it's ready to go in. I did decide during the light is to let it wait until later on. So this is later on in the day that I decided to, because I thought that the sun that was shining through my patio doors, I just wanted this artificial light more than anything. Again, a tip for myself: iron it. I needed to iron it. I don't know why I didn't iron it flat, as there was creases at the end. So I'm just mixing the Jesmonite that I needed for this. So yeah, what would you like to see me do next as well? Pop in the comments. I'm happy with any ideas. I've done the fabric with Jesmonite. I've also done on my previous video the holographic window film, and I've also done paper. Oh, what shall I do next? Would be great. Give me your ideas. I will try anything. I'm happy to do anything. And keep me going anyway, and keep me not bored. So the reason why I chose, actually, I don't know if anyone actually knows me that well, is to get into creativeness and keep busy with art and everything. Is just more for my mental health. It helps me relax. I love it. It literally is a way of being present. I ain't got to worry about anything else going on in the world. And this is something that I really, really love doing. So yeah, your subscribes and your likes are definitely going to keep me doing this. So thank you again. So I'm just making sure that this is all mixed in. I am just going with the standard Jesmonite colour. So yeah, I'm not putting any different colour in there, although I was thinking of going blue with it, because obviously the blue butterflies, but I thought I'd just keep it very similar to the resin one that I've done, so not changing any colour or making it, yeah, you know, keeping it all within the same. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Oh, this is what happens when it's voiceover. Normally I'm pretty good at this talking, but yeah, here we go. Plus, it does take a while to mix. A lot of people actually use like a whisk or anything like that, but I'm not working with large quantities of Jesmonite. It's just enough to fill in moulds and trays. And I've also got my little overflow pot, because I did pour a little bit more, because I knew I had to fill that little pot there for yeah, from my previous job. So that's why I did pour a little bit more on this one. When I'm pouring this Jesmonite as well, I tend to go straight for the middle, because it's weighted. So I know that it's not going to lift or move it. So especially with it being fabric, it's really light and thin. So straight to the middle and then move it. What I don't want to be doing is pushing too much and causing creases, although I did end up with a crease on this. I don't know if that's because I was lazy and I didn't get the iron out. Who irons these days? I never iron. I hate it. If I have to iron a shirt, it has to be literally if you're not wearing it under a jumper and it's on display. Other than that, it's not being ironed. I hate ironing. Who wants to adult these days? So I'm just pouring this last bit off camera, but I leave this then for 25 minutes to cure, and then I will then come back and demold. But I do use my cocktail stick around the edge. Obviously I don't want to try and dislodge that fabric, but it's just to remove any air bubbles from the Jesmonite there. So that's just going around the edge and making sure that those air bubbles are released, and hopefully it gives me a nice firm edge, although I did actually have visions of my little marble board falling on this, so I had to be careful. So giving it a good tap, just making sure all your air bubbles have released. I know that you'll always end up with some. It's really difficult with Jesmonite. It is a self-leveling, and you have to manipulate it. It's not like resin at all with heat and things like that. So that's my initial leave it and let's demold it. So this is 20 minutes to 25 minutes later. Again, I always go back to the original mixing cup just to make sure it breaks off, because I know then this is going to be ready to then to demold. Now, me and Jesmonite, as you might have noticed right at the beginning, I had that everything that I demolded broke. So I still, even to this day, I'm very nervous when demolding Jesmonite out of trinket trays and coasters. Touch wood. Oh yeah, I'm touching my head. That I don't have any issues, but this demolded perfectly. The fabric was actually level, so it wasn't like a huge gap, and it's definitely not coming out of there, but there was a crease. You can see that on the camera, and because the moisture of the Jesmonite has still yet to come out, so you're looking at 24 hours later before it's fully cured and there's no moisture within it, that fabric still feels quite damp and wet, so it will take a while to dry. So once it's dry, I have said to myself, just to save it from getting dirty and keeping it clean, I will be putting a layer of resin top coat on that as well, just so it's protected and I'm not going to wreck that fabric at all. However, fabric works. It worked really well in this Jesmonite, and I love that trinket tray. I think it's going to look fantastic in a bathroom, or even downstairs in the kitchen, holding plant pots and things like that, little pots with my orchids and things on. So absolutely love it. And I just thought I'd demold this little overflow pot. I absolutely love this. You can't really put a candle in it or anything. However, I just thought it could be a little pot on the desk, and I gave it to my daughter. My daughter literally has just had her ears pierced. She absolutely wanted it done, so she's over the moon. So this little pot here would be able to hold her earrings on her dressing table, so she doesn't lose them. So it keeps them in one place, and I just love the detail and the like a diamond look. So yeah, I was really happy with this little tray, little pot as well. So perfect for a little dressing table for earrings. But yeah, the Jesmonite works with fabric. I cannot wait to try something new and get the resin on. But thank you for your time. Please remember to like and subscribe. Love to have or hear some comments from you. But have a good day, and I will see you on my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.